it out earlier, and I got a bunch of replies back as to what you guys wanted to see on today's show. But one which kind of captured my imagination quite well was someone wanted me to do a Murloc. We're going to get through some others as well, and we'll take requests later on, but the first thing I actually wanted to do was make a playable Murloc race, because they're such a weird little race of critters. As you can see, my good friend Murloc here, there he is on my face. First things first, before we do anything else, we actually need to name our Murloc. So, first task for you guys is to name our Murloc friend here. So, let's see what you guys are saying. Wouldn't be scared of a skeletal frog swallow attack. Seems easy to escape, maybe. Unless they're coming up on you from behind. So is there a focus debuffing class outlet? Something more than just advantage. Actual stat debuffing. I did a class before, which a full-on class, but class is a fucking bummer to make, honestly. Which was the Battle Chef from my website. And the Battle Chef was about debuffing and buffing the party. It was kind of interesting. You might want to have a look at that. In the meantime, I'll drop this there. So we've got ideas in for Merlin. Good one. Grouper, like it. Go, 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 go. Warty, Peckish, Murky. Murloc Holmes is a good one. Murloc Holmes. I like that. I like that. Oh, I like them all. I remember the Battle Chef, one of my friends used it. Oh shit, really? That's fucking wild, man. That's super cool. I didn't know that. Let's go with Murloc Holmes for now. I like Murloc. I like it a lot. Okay, so also during today's show we do have a bit of a schedule we're going to be on today, because rather than just doing hours upon hours of making stuff, I wanted to make the content, break it up a bit, because I know there's some things that you guys really enjoy seeing, such as me going onto the DM's Guild and buying stuff and then reviewing it. So we're going to do 1 hour of creation, homebrew stuff, classes, races, whatever you guys want to see, and then we're going to go onto the DM's Guild, drive for RPG, and buy a ton of books, review them, and see if we like them. And then finally, for the third hour, we're going to do the Samurai Sigil prep, which is the game which is happening tonight, episode 1 at 4 PM Eastern, which is in 3 hours' time. And I'll be over here tonight in the Samurai Sigil with my players, and it's episode 1, so you guys can help me write some of that content as well, which would be a lot of fun. So, how's it going, Cryptix? Going good, man. My friend played a Battle Chef and he made exploding pies and a trail that lured enemies in. I love it. I love it. And thank you to Prophet PX for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friends. You're a gentleman and a scholar. And before we get started today, if you guys haven't followed, hit that follow button and join us in our adventure today. Helps everything that I do on the channel and means that you get to catch all of our latest shows here, which we're here 5 nights a week, 10 shows a week. So there's plenty of shows to catch. So, all that nonsense aside, let's dive into my homebrew review, Murloc race. And what I'm going to do is actually share this with you guys. I'm just going to make it commentable because you guys are all trolls. So I'm going to have a comment link up, and if it gets too out of hand, we're just going to get rid of it. But be sensible. Try not to put anything too ridiculous on it, because we are streaming. So this is !doc is how you guys can access this. You can comment on it, you can suggest changes and stuff like that, as well as in the chat. Irving asks, I wanted to rogue subclass inspired by a subtlety rogue and WoW, basically using an enchanted smoke to give stealth bonuses. What do I thought? I think it sounds cool. What's up, Matty Crystal? It's going well, it's going well. No worries, bird dogs. So, where can I find a library of your previous work? Well, your website, yes. I'll be up on the website, and in a few weeks to a month, I'm putting all this content together into a big PDF that you guys can download, and it'll be on the DM's Guild and stuff like that. So not all of this has been released because it's not in kind of, releasable state yet. So, without any further ado, let's have a look at the Murloc race. So when I was thinking about making this earlier today, I went to my PHB here, and I thought, let's have a look at some other races that are small and nimble. And so I decided to have a look at the Halfling first of all. I'm going to have a look at the Gnome as well. So, when you're making a race, you need to think of your ability score increases are perhaps one of the most important things. And then speed, any characteristics, usually have 1 or 2. If they have any sub-races, and what abilities they get, or if you don't have sub-races, then what kind of natural ability score increase they'll get, and maybe some ability to go with it. So halflings get +2 to dexterity. We need to think about, first of all, a kind of soul of the Murloc, I suppose. I remind you of Paul Joseph Wilson. I don't know who it is. Troll, sir, you insult us. So we need to think about the kind of soul of the Murloc, I suppose. Let's think about what a Murloc kind of is. So those of you unfamiliar with World of Warcraft, I mean, they're kind of in a lot of fiction as well. It's not just World of Warcraft. So they are sort of small water-based creatures. They're quite kind of wacky and strange, but also, you know, dangerous. I think they're kind of tribal animals. They all kind of live together, and let's bring this up here. What else do you guys know about Murlocs? What do you say? What would their like characteristics be? Tribal soul, maybe so. Where does it come from? I think it hails from World of Warcraft, or it might just hail from fantasy in general. Let's see, like feral frogs, essentially. If you look at old Murloc Holmes over here, that is what a Murloc is. So he's a visual representation of actually what one is. Who aspires to be a Naga. Okay, I like it. They're kind of cute, actually. Yeah, I mean they're kind of cute in a way, aren't they? Yeah, yeah. Cute, but all right. They love spears. Okay, so yeah, they're like kind of spear wielders. And trappers as well, I think. They're like goblins in that sense, almost. But not necessarily stupid, yeah. Definite pack mentality, yeah. Primitive weapons, spears, bows, axes. So, yeah, okay. Alright, I like that pack mentality. A lot stronger in groups, yeah. We could play off that. Like kobolds. You know how kobolds have that kind of whatever the ability is called, pack mentality or something like that, pack tactics. Favorite one race, pack tactic critters, yes. Born from eggs. Interesting, I didn't know that. Okay. Born from eggs. Alright, I like that. So let's think about some mechanical stuff. Now we kind of have an understanding of what they're gonna feel like, I suppose. So let's think about our ability score increases. So if you look at a halfling, they get dex +2. That seems kind of fitting for this. But we also have gnomes as well. Let's go see what gnomes get. Gnomes get a intelligence score increased by 2, and they're also small creatures. Obviously, the size of Murloc should be small category, I think. Oops. Should be small because they're only little critters. So what are you guys' suggestions for this? I'm thinking dex based. But I could also see, you know, I could even see like a wisdom in there, because they do have like shamans and stuff, don't they? So they speak Nurglish. Okay, interesting. Amphibious, yes. Animal companion, or because they're tribal, they have a Murloc companion, essentially 2 characters in one. That could be interesting. Tactics, yeah. Imagine up to faster swim speed than they run on land. Okay, that's a good idea. Good swimming, yeah. Yeah. So I guess speed, we could have swim of maybe like 30 feet and then land 20 feet, or maybe we could even go swim 40, land 30. That's a possibility as well. Dex +2, con +1, charisma -3. So 5th edition actually doesn't have minuses in the core races, 2 ability scores, but I'm fine with doing it. So but like we Dex and Wisdom, yeah. Maybe Dex and Wiz. Oracles are common as healers, yeah. Alright then, let's say, let's put this in for now. And bear in mind, this is all preliminary kind of work, so this isn't necessarily all going to be in the final version of things. So if there's something that you strongly disagree with, don't panic. It might not make the final cut. This is just some brainstorming, really. So, what else do we need to have a look at? So, let's go back to the halflings. I feel like they're more like halflings than gnomes. Just due to their nature almost. And gnomes are quite intelligent creatures, and not that Murlocs are necessarily unintelligent, but you know, halflings I think bear some more similar qualities to them. Alignment, and now I don't actually care about alignment in my own games. but I appreciate some people do. What alignment might a Murloc be? I'm guessing they are. I feel like they're certainly quite chaotic, because they are strange little weird creatures that scurry around and attack things. 40, 30, you think maybe? They'll land at 20 and then 40. Yeah, what's up, Griffin? Yeah, I like that actually. So let's make them swim really well, but be quite slow on land. Addicted to Worgen and Torrent after I passed the campaign. Broken Kingdom section, nice. Advantage on saving throws underwater, that's interesting. The tools and villages are crude, yeah. That's actually smart and dexterous, they just have tragically short lifespans, that's interesting. Full inspired to create extra planar races today with superb maneuverability, interesting. We could do that in a bit, yeah. Pack Tactics feat ability. Yeah. Chaotic neutral, yeah, not exactly evil. Yeah, I can see that actually. They're neutral, renegade, chaotic. I think that feels quite Murloc-y, doesn't it? So let's put them down as chaotic neutral here for now. So so halfling traits. This is something that all halflings get. Now I'm not sure if we want to have kind of sub races of Murlocs. I feel like we probably could do that. Could be quite fun, something to kind of work on. So halflings get lucky when you roll a 1 on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. You can re-roll a die and must use a new roll. It's really fucking strong. Halflings also get advantage on saving throws against being frightened, and they have nimbleness. They can move through any creatures that is of a size larger than yours. Now, I like what Von Stats said a minute ago about having them have maybe a having maybe an advantage on some kind of throw when in water, or just maybe skill checks. Who knows? Maybe a disengage. Yeah, maybe a disengage would be a good idea. Yeah. Chaotic leaders of the village life. I think there are definitely chaotic groups of people. I think, yeah. I mean, yeah. I just feel like they are quite chaotic, really. Can they shoot those spines and say an emergency action, big damage or poison, for example? But it takes days to regrow. That could be interesting. I don't think like in the lore of like World of Warcraft, but we're not really in World of Warcraft as such. So yeah. Slippery Fighter can disengage as a bonus action. That's interesting. Yeah, maybe like okay. Slippery Fighter. I like that name for it. Slippery Fighter. There could be ability that's just a Murloc traits, I suppose. So we could give them Slippery Fighter, which could be maybe once per combat. They can do that. Maybe better vision in water. That's interesting. No dark vision. I don't think so, no. Attempts to grapple a Murloc are at disadvantage. That's also a good idea. Is there any chance your work could be approved by WotC for use in official 5e campaigns? Almost certainly not. I doubt so. I'm not really a writer. I don't really have any credentials when it comes to it, so probably not. Mapfinder. Everyone loves disengage. Disengage is a good option. Yeah, okay. Let's see. So let's go with this. So once per combat, the Murloc can disengage as a bonus action. What do you think about once per combat? I think once per turn. Maybe once per turn is too much, because I know that some creatures in the monster manual get that. I'm gonna dive into this dungeon here real quick. Let's see. Dive in there. Disengage as a bonus action. Okay, let's think about that for now. Wait for you guys to catch up on a stream. I like the idea of like some kind of grapple mechanic, or even some water mechanic. So either maybe they get advantage on all saving throws whilst they're in water, or advantage on something while in water. Let's see. Once per short rest. Once per turn is way too often. I agree. Yeah. Murlocs and game mechanics disengage to get reinforcements and they come back. That's interesting. Doesn't step on road too much. Yeah, that's true, I guess. So there we go. Bring some more music to that playlist. Ran out. Let's play some of this. Give them sensitive spines on their back that sense presence of certain creatures. That's interesting. Once per short rest. Yeah, okay, yeah. Short rest. Do that. And what if, yeah. Spines. It's like primeval awareness, maybe. Maybe you give them. Okay, so there's a few ways you could do it. You could either give them like advantage on initiative checks, or you could give them just a flat bonus to initiative checks, or you could. Oh yeah, they could get like the feat. What's that feat where they just have like awareness and they can get a +10 to initiative? That could work. Can't figure out having rage or frenzy. Yeah, yeah. Sight frenzy. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. They have water breathing on vision too. Yeah. Yeah. The Murloc can breathe underwater. Forever, I guess. Forever and ever. Proficiency with perception. Attract mate. Only that were easy. Can you imagine a swarm of Murlocs just doing 1-2 damage but slipping past even the best armor? It just remind me of frogs, yeah, but definitely water breathing, yeah. Lionfish. I'll Google lionfish for you, my man. And see here. Oh yeah, I know what those are. Okay, I know things. I did good, right? Okay, so what you're saying. If they want to go barbarian, you can give them benefits to use trident net instead of spear. Can breathe both water and air. Oh yeah, for sure. They're like amphibious. Able to spray and strike by scent. Okay, I like something about being awareness for their spines, and something about them being grappled is difficult because they're so slippery. All enemies have disadvantage, advantage. You guys can see it's alright. On zoom in here for you guys. On grapple checks against the Murloc. That could work, unless maybe they are like restrained or something. One more. There we go. Let's see. Which I've been here before. No worries. Well, you're here now. Maybe a spit attack. Ooh. What if some Murlocs could release their own limbs to escape grapples like starfish? Huh. Racial weapon proficiency of net and javelin. Maybe yeah, they get proficiencies. Yeah. Okay. I guess yeah. So I guess you could call it like Trident Hunter or something like that. We need a better name for it, really. We need a better name for the grapple mechanic. But all Murlocs gain a racial proficiency in I guess like nets, spears, and tridents. That could work. They use tridents, I think, don't they? Low light on land, dark vision underwater. That is kind of nice, yeah. Work better in the air, out of water, but that's just me. Slimy scales for grappling. Oh, nice, yeah. Slimy scales. Slimy scales. Ugh. Spines could get blind sensitive in water, working like echolocation. Ah. Water give them a smell like sharks. Have from blood and water bad breath. I like the spit attack. Yeah, me too. What about spit while on... Well, I imagine having lots of good eyesight but not dark vision. So maybe I like the idea of like the spines give them yeah, the Murloc's spine. No, I guess we need a better name for spines. Grant them blind vision while underwater. Used for deep sea hunting rather than just dark vision, I guess. Because if you're like really far down in the water, I guess it's more like blind vision than just dark. Tremor sense. Yeah, no way for armor, I think. Yeah, I think they're gonna be really easy to hit. Spiked armor. Yeah. What if their spit is ink, blinds foes? That's kind of cool. Inky darkness, yeah. Yeah. Tremor sense. Ripple sense. Yeah. Tremor sense would be nice, couldn't it? Tremor sense. Okay. Okay, I like that. We've got Slimy Scales, Trident Hunter. Maybe we need a better one for Trident Hunter. That doesn't sound very cool, does it? Slippery. Maybe not fighter. Slippery. something that alliterates. Let's see. But thing like jellyfish tentacles. That's kind of interesting. Yeah. I think maybe what we need here. Water tremor sense movement in water from a distance. Yeah. Let's see. Like underwater tremor sense. Underwater tremor sense. And then I think what we need is two archetypes. So Murloc paths. So we need two Murloc paths because we got a lot of abilities for just like a flat race here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 traits, which is quite a lot. So we could even move some of these around because usually traits wise you get kind of I guess 1, 2, 3 and then you pick a sub race. So I guess we could call them like Murloc sub races. Sonar tracking, I like that. They can dual electric eels as weapons. Rock sticker. My girlfriend's character is turning into a walking paradox. She's a high elf with a human name. She's a life collector, she has necromancy, and she works as a healer, but it's hard time trusting others. She sounds all kinds of mixed messages. Hit and slip tactics. Poseidon's chosen. I like that, yeah. Fighter, Poseidon's chosen. Makes him hard to hit. The enemies slide off missing. Reminds me of Bollywogs. Yeah, Bollywogs. Let's go here. So, yeah, let's call him Poseidon's chosen. I guess that's with an E. Poseidon's, yeah. There's that ancient history degree coming in handy. You just not. Thank you. So let's think of some sub races. So I think one sub race. So maybe you have one which focuses on the the netting and spear combat, and then you have another which focuses on the spinal, the spines, I guess, and maybe like ink/spit attacks. You could have two different branches if you want to play a Murloc. Not all Murlocs are the same then. Maybe improvise shields like from turtle shells. That's kind of cool. Those swamps are temporary unless you make a new archetype as monster race. Could have one sub race that's the hunter and gets con and weapon fishy bones and oracle, I guess magical bones. I like it. Ocean and river sub races. Yeah, okay, yeah. Alright, so let's have so maybe this one is the ocean. The ocean Murloc. And then, or maybe like we could call it the deep sea Murloc. And we could call this one the kind of river Murloc. Maybe the two differences between them, I suppose. I feel like one deep sea Murloc. We probably want a better name for river Murloc, but maybe not. So that could be our two kind of focuses for our sub races there. So maybe maybe we put Poseidon's chosen in deep sea in river Murloc. So maybe river Murloc gain a proficiency, net spears and tridents. So let's see. They're found just about anywhere with liquid water. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. They are very, very greatly in size. Okay, yeah. Spine could use spines for tracking, so they could be like a ranger. That could be interesting, yeah. Scout, hunter, shaman, brute, yeah. I guess for the race, they could just pick like shaman or hunter or like ranger and stuff, and then go through that. With his colours, it makes sense to call him a shallow Murloc because deep sea would not be able to blend in. Now that makes sense, Prophet. I like it. Yeah, yeah. Let me go over here. Quick. Okay, let's have the like the shallow water Murloc, and then the these traits like so, and then you have the deep sea Murloc. I like that one. So Poseidon's chosen. River Murloc's getting a racial proficiency in. I guess we need to put racial. in proficiency in net spears and tridents. So if these guys focus on netting and spear combat, then we've got just 4 straight up traits for all Murlocs. They can disengage as a bonus action once per short rest. They can always breathe underwater. They have blind vision while underwater. And all enemies have disadvantage on grapple checks against Murloc. Then actually, whilst they have 4 abilities, they're actually not very overpowered in this sense. They're kind of slippery and tough, but well, not tough at all. In fact, that's one other thing we need to. Oh wait, no, that's class-based hit points. We need to worry about that. So we've got proficiency in nets, but I think we probably want one more trait. Let's see, and we need an ability score increase. So. If you are playing a shallow water Murloc, what does your what would you like to increase? So your something score increases by something is the sentence which we need to write here basically. Get rid of this real quick. A little weird pop-up come up. Let's see. Reef Murloc. I kinda like that one. Coral Murloc, yeah. I like Reef Murloc, yeah. As colourful as he is, yeah. There's a... Maybe the deep sea Murlocs can be darker in colour and have other abilities attuned to harsh environment. Freshwater versus saltwater is another way to do it as well. I like cleric domain spells listing the PHP stuff that they get at that level regardless, or just other options to pick from. I think there are options you pick from. Imagine a bite strike could do massive damage, maybe a racial trait, like his teeth are scary as hell. Maybe, yeah. Yeah. Hey Frog, what's up? How does level adjustment or CR still learning? How does it work compared to stuff like free? Oh, I don't really know compared to 3rd edition, sorry. Reef sounds cool. Reef Shallow Coral. Point guide. In fact, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I actually have a website which I wanted to do this on today. But let's just have an idea, because what I'm actually gonna do is. I showed the site last night on orcpub.com, which isn't showing very well particularly, but you can have a class builder and a race builder list. So we can give them, there's like a sheet which we'll fill out after this, and then we'll show it as a PDF for download, basically. So I think that's what we'll do today. So we'll write it in this, but yeah, what language will they speak? You're right, Snuggle. I think there's a, what's the Aquan language in this? Shore Murloc, maybe. Alright, we'll leave it at this for now, and then we'll change it at the end, I guess. So we want a bite attack. The problem is it's not going to scale very well. A lot of these racial traits tend not to scale very well, but they're just a cool kind of bite attack. So the shallow water. In fact, I think I prefer reef. I think I prefer reef for this one because it's just shorter. The Reef Murloc.
Welcome.
And thank our good friend Snuggle to the adventure. Welcome, my friend Snuggle Bear. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Thank you for following us, my dude. Appreciate that. So, I'm not sure even to speak common. Yeah, I think you're right. They speak Nurglish. Deep speech. Yeah, lovely so far. Good, glad to hear it, Snuggle Bear. I think they would speak the whatever the Aquan language is. Might just be called Aquan. So the Reef Murloc has grown. I guess we can have some flavor text for these. I kind of like writing a bit of flavor for them. So the Reef Murloc has grown up along the coasts where they have had to hunt and fight for food and fight one another for dominance. Fight one another for dominance. They grow, their teeth grow dangerously large over time and allow the Reef Murloc, in fact, just allow the Murloc to, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like, rend their victims with ease. I like that. Yes. So we need to figure out how we're gonna like I feel like Wookiees speak Nurglish and maybe understand Kong. When a Murloc bites or neutralizes their enemy due to fluid that comes out of their teeth. Oh, interesting. What's up, Sydney? You have to get Irving, you have to get your girlfriend on the Thursday show. You guys have to come along sometime, you know. So many rows of teeth they have. Some credit predators more than one. I'm not even sure. This guy, this little Murloc Holmes here, he's got a fair few, I think. So let's think about this. So if we're doing this, so a bite attack is probably usually 1d20 plus prof plus strength for their attack. I'm guessing it's going to be a strength-based attack. It really depends. Do we want to give the ability score? I'm thinking either Dex or Strength, because they probably want to go into like a fighter or even Paladin or Barbarian kind of path if you're taking the Reef Murloc. So I'm thinking either Dex or Strength. What about the dry skin ability from Pokemon for on the Murloc subraces or like 2 AP? That could work. Let's see. Strength, we're thinking. 3D models of your creature graphics. Oh no, I just stole this. This isn't actually mine, I'm afraid. So, shout out to Blizzard for creating this, or whoever fan made this. 1d20 damage. No, dude, this is to hit. You have a to hit, and then you have a damage roll. So, you hit. I'm sitting here thinking, level 1, 1d20 damage plus 5. That seems balanced, yeah. To do dex damage of teeth. That's true, yeah. It could be dex 2, wolf bites, attacks, and dex, yeah. Let's put it strength for now. Let's put these as strength. Score increases by 1. So, the bite attack there. And then we're gonna have it's either a 1d4 or a d6 plus strength. Jumps and swing charge attacks. I think Murlocs are probably a bit more dexterity based anyway because they're small little critters, you know. They're not like I don't know. But then strength is just straight up these Reef Murlocs. Who knows? Let's put it as a d6 for now to be competitive, I guess. Otherwise, no one's gonna fucking use it, are they? Cool. So, maybe bleed damage on bite. That's kind of interesting. Strength for jaws and arms. Maybe a kind of leg attacks, but dexter every kind of attack. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's leave that for now. That seems good. And then we've got Poseidon's Chosen. Reef Murlocs gain proficiency in nets, spears, and tridents. That's probably enough for a Reef Murloc right there, honestly. Because that's the normal Murloc. And then everything else goes under that. And if you want to have a look at this document again, !doc to mean it. So here we go. Oh, I'm confused. Okay, so you know when you read through like someone's message and you're like, what the fuck was I saying? I have to show you guys this, something that Sydney has just drawn. Maybe bleed damage. Yeah, I'm thinking that as well. Ignores what kind of armor underwater armor is mostly coral based. Underwater armor would also be kind of bleed out of rock. Maybe we give him a bleed. I don't know. Maybe they've already got enough. I mean, a lot of classes don't get this stuff anyway. So maybe it already has enough. Let me bring this image up here for you guys. Or where did I save it? Come on. There we go. It's Will Fulu. Sydney drew that earlier. Or just now. That's awesome. That's super cool. So, Shark scores bleed damage. I don't know if I want bleed damage yet. Maybe like it could scale. Reveal a deep mouth representation of the ocean, so maybe rather deep mouth is chosen and Poseidon's chosen. Okay, yeah. Alright, yeah, if that's a thing, yeah. Deep mother's chosen. You guys probably know the lore much better than me. I'm just a WoW scrub, you know. Alright, so let's move on to the deep sea Murloc. So this one focuses on the spines and ink and spit attack. So this one's gonna have the spit attack instead. And it's also gonna have a different ability score increase rather than strength. This one might be dex based, I'm thinking. And then maybe one more proficiency or something else which it gets. So we each have 3. Willifid. A Will Flayer. Hello, I'm an artist. She said she was inspired by how long my beard is getting. What do you guys think? Should I shave the beard? Do I shave the beard? Do I keep it? What do we do here, guys? What's the play? What's the play, boys? What's the play? Alright, I'll bring back Murloc Holmes and his crimes which he's committed. So, strangulation, drowning type attack. I like a spit ink. Maybe a spit ink. A kind of gross kind of ability which this creature has. So, I think dexterity, I might say. Could even be wisdom. Score increases by 1. And then we need a spit ink attack. Raid it into tentacles, of course. Drum that shit up. Shave. It's pretty reasonable in the kind of attack. I'm like, Beard is shaggy-esque, it is true, yeah. I'm getting pretty shaggy over here. Oh well. If that's a play. They even kind of attract it's an ass attack. Oh man, that's gross. Update these retweets here to be accurate. So, alright then. We need to think how we're gonna do the spit ink attack. Is it gonna be... I think it's gonna be a save on those parts. So I think maybe like the Murloc shoots dark sticky ink out from its spines, blinding those around it. So I'm guessing this is only when underwater. While underwater. So yeah, we could put a maybe spitting doesn't work whilst it's over water, maybe, or maybe that just makes them too useless. A dex save, yeah. Causes blindness disadvantage unless dex save made last for a round, yeah. Those hit with the ink must make a dexterity save. They are blinded, disadvantage on attacks. On a failed save ends. And the ink has no effect on a successful save. And they word these things slightly differently, but oh my god. Keep the range smaller, say 10, and the player's excuse to want to realize combat is water, it's 3 dimensions. Okay. It's a breath weapon, yeah. Maybe if we have it so Murloc shoots out finding those in a blinding a target within 10 feet. I guess it's 1 rather than all targets within 10, because that could get a bit kind of OP. Within 10 feet. While underwater, the spit ink attack has a range of 20 feet. You could even do 20, you could even do 30. Yeah, I like that. Spear could be an AoE cloud. I kind of like that as well. Like darkness, but organic, yeah. Big creatures. Individual globs feel like a better approach. Breath and cones are too predictable and affect too many folks at once. I think if we could balance it with while over like on land they can't really do too much, but whilst they're underwater, they can actually do a lot more. Let's see. AoE in water. Yeah. Okay. Range of 20 feet. And yeah. It hits all creatures, including friendlies. That's the way you balance it, rather than just all enemies. All creatures within, I guess 10 feet if you're doing it with all creatures, I guess. But yeah, 2 squares. Yeah, 20 squares seems kind of scary. I don't think like octopi put out like 20 feet. I don't know. Within 10 feet, originating from the Murloc square. I kind of like that. I think a tremor sense, but indeed. Advantage on attacks while in cloud due to blind sense. Yeah, that's true. How often can they do the ink attack is another good question. Yeah. So once per long rest, I think is probably a way to do that. The deep sea, the dippy sea. Focus on spines, ink attacks. Yeah. What did that happen? Or increase. So I'm just going back and editing these. So that is no. That does. Okay. Yeah, I think that is okay if you did it once per long rest. I think once per short rest might be a bit much. Maybe it's not. Let's see what you guys are saying. Per long, yeah. Yeah, okay. Welcome back. Welcome back, Irving. Okay, so I think that is our Murloc there. Yeah, I think that's good. We were happy with that, aren't we? Give it ability score increase and spit ink attack. Because the spit ink is just straight up better than the bite attack. We could give them a proficiency in something, but maybe not. I feel like they've got a lot already for just being a Murloc. So I'm gonna go to like character builder, and I'm going to bring this out so you guys can see the whole window, the whole shenanigans going on here. Bring it up. So, coming up. There we have it. There we have it. You guys can see what I'm doing here. And we're just gonna input this in. Give them good acoustic hearing too. Let's get a little more than one long rest, but include a proviso that a short rest could let them restore their inks, but only over a polluted thermal sea vent. That might be a bit too specific for the campaign though. Okay, so I'm gonna go with this for a bit. The link for this again is orcpub.com. Yeah, over on the orc site again. If you watched my video last night about how to make a character in 10 minutes, this is the website I did it. So we're doing Murloc for this one. Speed. Oh yeah, okay. 20 feet. Oops, 20 feet. Can I edit that? I guess they're not allowed to. Yeah, they're not. Okay, that sucks. No, and you can't. That's kind of annoying, actually. I thought that you could write in here. Fuck. Well, there you go. We're giving ability score bonuses to what exactly? Dex and wisdom. Interesting choices we made there. Dex and wisdom. Size small. Create some traits. So name for the first trait. We're just going to copy these in. The slippery fighter. So, and then we'll get rid of that. This. And then once per short rest, or I can disengage as an action. Oops. Cool. and then we're gonna add in our other ones. Quite an easy way of doing it, really. Just copy paste it in, but it's gonna put it into a nice PDF for us. So, breathe underwater forever, forever and ever. Underwater tremor sense. It's gonna be this one. Bring it in here. Murloc spines grant and blind vision while underwater, used for deep sea hunting. Slimy scales. Okay. All enemies have disadvantage on grapple checks made against the Murloc. Pretty nice, pretty nice. What's up, Custom Demon? How's it going, my man? Nova Garrod, if you want some gold, then you hit the follow button and you'll get 100 gold if you're interested in doing that. Or what else can you do these days? Hanging out just gets you gold on, so you can dungeon, you can roll. Skill proficiencies. This fucking race builder, why do we give them skill proficiencies? I'm pretty sure they don't get that, do they? No, they don't. Well, I guess maybe you might want to give them skill proficiencies, but I don't think we do, because 5e book doesn't do it. So sub-race is what we want. Languages, this is what I wanted to have a look at. I guess... Alright, we got Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Giant, Gnomish, Goblin, Halfling, Orc, Abyssal, Celestial, Draconic, Deep Speech, Infernal, Primordial, Sylvan, Undercommon, Aarakocra, Auran. I think all PHP races have Common, so you might want to give them Common anyway, just for the sake of it. So sub-race is going to first do the Reef Murloc, I believe is what we call them, isn't it? Yes. Ability score increases strength. +1. Oops, not 11. Jesus Christ. Speed again 20. No. Skill proficiencies. Oh, we actually gave these proficiencies in simple melee. In spear. We get a net somewhere in here. Trident. Nets might come in somewhere. Yes, net was there. Perfect. And then we wanted to give them some traits as well. And thank you to Nova Garrod for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. That's what you guys are saying. Deep speech. You think so, yeah? Is Orc only 5e or is there a Pathfinder version? As far as I know, it's 5e, but I'm not entirely sure. What's up, Fortnite? How the hell's it going, dude? What's up, Tishy? How's it going, my man? This is fun. Good, good. Alright, let me scroll back up and do that. Sorry, I'm not kind of focusing on copy and pasting this for a second. All this good stuff. So, let's bring in the Murloc's Bite attack in here. And then we're going to bring in the Deep Mother's Chosen for this bit. Murloc, Grinchy, Knit Spears, and Tridents. Very nice. And then that's the... Fuck, did I not save that? Bollocks. Did I not save? Fuck me, guys. Fuck me. Let me do this again real quick. Reef gets strength. Derp. We gave spear, trident, and net. Let me just copy and paste these traits in again. It won't take 2 seconds, it's just annoying because I'm an idiot. There's only 2 of them. So, stay there. Okay. Like that. Add in another trait. Deep Mother's Chosen. And we're done again. Cool. And then we've just got to get onto the Deep Sea Murloc for the last one. There's a little bit of copy and pasting having to go on here. Let's save this real quick. And then let's add another sub-race, the Deep Sea. It's still 20. We gave them a bonus to Dex, I believe. It's the only aquatic I could find. Deep Speech, okay. Building ink for Deep Sea, yes. Thank you to Tissue Pineapple for the host. How you doing? So these guys don't get quite as much. They get the Spit Ink attack. Let's give them a trait. which reads, once per long rest, I get this. Alright, cool. I also want to add in a quick water breathing. The Murloc can also swim up to 40 feet underwater. In water, I guess. And let's save that. And then I think we're good. We've lost some browse. Okay. So that's good. I should probably like log in, shouldn't I? Let me bring this on the screen for a second because it's probably going to show some like emails and stuff like that, and you know, like nonsense. I don't want to log in via Facebook. Did you just? Okay. Okay. Well, fuck logging in. Well, I've saved it there, and I'm gonna have it as a PDF, and I will